welcome to windy Blackpool. Today I'm going to start some vlogging from Blackpool town, which will incorporate regular updates as things evolve about Blackpool and around Blackpool. So as you can see behind me, this Fine Fair, I call it Fine Fair. It was Wilkinson's after that, which will be taken down and turned into the new multi-centre in the heart of Blackpool. So we'll do some regular filming as we go along, as the updates regularly 30 minutes, isn't it? So we'll do some more updates as we go along and take it from there. So for people from overseas that used to live in Blackpool, the hop is still here. The wind is still here as well in Blackpool. The old St John's Market used to be there, there's now a car park. That's no surprise, they seem to like car parks here in Blackpool. I don't know whether you can still hear me or not. I don't have my external microphone on because it was too bulky. Maybe I should have put it on, but I hope you can still hear me. But that was St John's Market. All the murals are painted on the walls to try and make the buildings look more attractive. That's the old Washington. We used to own Manslow's hat. Shall we watch him change his hat? One of Blackpool's finest. How you doing? How are you? Live in Blackpool. Say hi. So there's a guy who chased his hat.
I'm holding on to Bradley, I might go.
So the wind's died down a little bit now, so we can do some talking. They've actually made the street a lot better in Blackpool at the moment. They've resurfaced a lot of the roads and made it look aesthetically pleasing. Mark Kelly's down there. If you like a good night out, go to Mark Kelly's. What do you reckon, Louise?
Cracking night in Mark Kelly's.
I knew you were going to do that. Cross the road quickly before you get run over. So Blackpool Council paid for, they gave businesses a grant to have all the fronts done as the sun comes out. You know, so you can see all the fronts are quite attractive looking. Hello. Oh dear. Well, anyway, so you can see they've done all the fronts of the businesses, well, most of them anyway. That's the old Blacks. That's the old post office over there, which is going to be turned into a hotel at some stage. Just go through the planning applications now. Shall we take a walk down Edward Street to the, I'm just showing people Blackpool. So here we're walking down Edward Street. This is the back of the post office, which is still got all the original ironwork. And you see, it'd be a shame that it's not restored to its former beauty. Look at that, beautiful. With some TLC, I'm sure that can be redone. I can imagine that they had lanterns on there one stage, one day. So the old beautiful ironwork that's been sadly neglected. I don't think that one's fit for restoration. It's leaning a little bit. Well, that's all original features. This is all original features. Beautiful. So Queen Vera's Yard, or Queen Vera's Road, one of the shortest, smallest roads in Blackpool. Queen Vera, I don't know who that's been named after.
Vera.
Queen Vera.
Hello.
So here we are, some eateries in Blackpool. Cedar Square, this is called. and you have some
Terrace?
Homer Terrace. Homer. But it's quite nice to eat out here actually. St John's Church. And over there, can you see that building that's just been done? At the back of Amaro, that's the conference centre that's being built in Blackpool, which will host probably all the party conferences. As we lead on to St John's Square, you see the Winter Gardens, the famous Winter Gardens of Blackpool. And they've just done the fountains. Craig McLean was overseeing some of the work, and they finally got the fountains working. West Coast Rock Cafe, one of the most famous eateries in Blackpool. It's been extended to the ground floor. You can do, say hi. And how do you like yourself for all the work in Blackpool? Is it your first time in Blackpool?
3 or 4 months.
And how do you like it? Do you love it? Thank you very much. You're on live in Blackpool, by the way. I'll see you later. See you. That's a good recommendation for Blackpool. Somebody's been coming out for years, his 40th birthday. That's fantastic. Great review. So, Winter Gardens. The famous Winter Gardens. The biggest stage in Europe, Bradley. How about that in your hometown? The biggest stage in Europe. You camera shy?
Yeah, I'm camera shy.
So, Pizza Express. So I'll do some more filming as we go along. So we just continue walking down, just a little walk through. People find this sort of thing interesting, I think. Especially people that live overseas that haven't been to Blackpool for a long time for various reasons. But here we go, here's the Grand Theatre on the left hand side. Currently, due to COVID, a lot of theatres are struggling, including our very own Grand Theatre, which is over 125 years old. So I'm hoping that there will be some bailout for this wonderful, wonderful old theatre, the Grand. So if you like chicken food, you've got Nando's. People give me funny looks. Shame that the Grand's not operating, but the thing is it's only a small theatre, and with social distancing in place, it's very difficult to make a profit. It's not worth opening, to be honest, because you have to have a third of the seats, I think, something like that. Well, that's where all the trucks go when they come down the side of the Grand. So I don't know whether you can still hear me or not due to the wind, and I don't have my external microphone on my camera. But this is the new hotel here in Blackpool, the new 5-star hotel. Previously the Sands building, and before that it was the famous Palace nightclub where I used to work at in 1987. But what they did was they knocked down most of the building and rebuilt it on the same plot of land, which I think it looks different. It looks very nice. Black is not my colour, but apparently it's the in colour at the moment. I hope it doesn't age. Hang on a minute, I've got some guy's hat. You're more than welcome. It's okay. No, it's all right. It's all right. That's my good deed for the day. I've saved someone's flat cap. You see, it all happens here in Blackpool, doesn't it? I love this town. I love this town to bits. So anyway, I'll walk round the corner and we'll see most iconic building in Blackpool, Grade 1 listed. Any guesses? Looking up. There we are. Blackpool Tower. Grade 1 listed building and iconic.